So with really listening, I feel that I am a very selective listener. So with that being said, I get told that my brain processes faster than my mouth. So when somebody's talking to me, it's hard for me to really listen to everything they're saying. I mean, I'm a really good listener, but the comprehending of the listening is what I have a hard time doing. So when they are communicating with me, they'll be like, so what do you think about that? And I'd say half of it, and they'd be like, okay, but what about this? And I'd be like, oh, can you like kind of explain that to me? So I kind of have like a selective listening style when it comes to my listening. I believe that with the enculturation, I believe that every culture has a different way of communicating. So with the listening part, it's some cultures think that you don't have to listen as much as another culture. So America is very touchy when it comes to listening. So if nobody really thinks that they're being heard, they'll speak louder or they'll make their point more obvious. But in another culture, they might not be as prominent to make their point, to get their point across. So, for example, in the serving world, since I'm a server, if I have somebody from another culture come in and they'll explain to me what they want or what they were looking for, it'd be harder for me to communicate to them that I don't really know what they're talking about, or that I think they might be talking about this. In another culture also, the way they communicate with the servers is completely different than how Americans do it. So like they might snap, or they might say, hey you, and in America we might find that rude, but in their culture that's how they communicate, and that's how they get somebody to listen to them, is they snap or they say, hey you. So our culture compared to other cultures is a lot different in the communicating aspect. We want to be heard more, and some other cultures want to be heard less, or want to be heard just enough to get their point across. We want everyone to know our point and everyone to understand how we think and how we feel. So that's what I take on the really listening aspect of this topic.